Most of the people have a dream to get admission in an MBA and get a good job. The man that today we are interacting with is the man who did his MBA from Patna and he got a job in Mumbai. He had a handsome salary. But after working for a few years, he realized that this is not the career that he should pursue for the rest of his life. Along with that, he found his interest in teaching, as he used to correct his colleagues whenever they used to speak in English and they used to make some mistakes. Along with his job, he was also teaching. So he took that plunge, and at that time he decided to come back to his Darbhanga. But that time he was married and he had 2 kids also. But he took that effort, he took that plunge and came back to his hometown Darbhanga, and he started his own speaking classes named Oxbridge, a complete place of English. And from there he never looked back, and today he is one of the most famous English spoken teacher in Darbhanga. So please, without wasting any time, please welcome the one and only Mr. Farooq Azam sir.
Thank you very much, Avinash Kumar.
Thank you so much, sir, for being today. It means a lot to me.
Okay, great. I also feel it's great actually, because I'm going to get a chance to tell how my journey was, especially like you said, I have done MBA. Exactly, I have done MBA, and plus after my MBA, I got a job in Mumbai and I worked there also. So before I start, you want to know from me how did I even after doing MBA, I got a job, I had a good salary. Then also I resigned and I started my own classes. That's fine. Anyway, dear Avinash has said, my name is Farooq Azam, and I have done MBA long before actually. MBA, I remember I had completed in 2003. Sorry, 3 and 5 was my session. In 2005, I have completed my MBA in marketing, especially. A specialization was marketing, and I was already selected from there. Okay, and I worked in bank. ICICI Bank is the bank actually I worked there in Mumbai almost 8 years. Now my Mr. Avinash Kumarji interested that why did I take the decision of all that. I would like to discuss with you all. See, when I was my student before it's MBA, when I was student and my English itself was not very good. I have been from Bihar board and I knew not even how to speak a single line also. Okay, but somehow I had the interest. I joined one of the classes and I worked hard and I improved. So when I did MBA I had done just because of my English only. And because normally in MBA lines people required, especially if your English is good, you can do better. And I heard the same from so many persons. I did MBA and luckily I got a good job. There was a banking job in Mumbai and I worked there 8 years. Besides my job actually, since I told you I have also been from Bihar board, I did not know English how to speak, but I learned and I tried speaking. So I got a craze of that. I was passionately working very hard when I joined the class to improve my English, and I got so heavy interest, especially in English, that brought me here once again back to Darbhanga. So besides my job in Mumbai also, I was teaching there. I had not started my own class. Part-time after my office hour, I used to teach one batch in one of the coaching there. I was getting some salary there also. So salary was even that time 15,000 rupees just to take a batch there in Mumbai. That motivated me that if I am working in a company, okay, so working in a company, I'm just doing the work only for the company. But if I start teaching, I can do better for the students, especially having problem in English. Okay, so and I was teaching there. I have taught beside my job for 5 years. So I got the confidence because where I was teaching, all the students, they wanted me to teach them. Whenever I was absent because of some reasons there, my students used to demand to the director where I was teaching actually, that I want to be taught by the Farooq sir. So I got somehow confidence that I can do in this field better. And then finally it's especially the decision I took that I should resign from the job and I should start my own classes. But dear all, it was not so easy. It was the toughest task for me to decide. As Avinash already said that even the time when I decided this, I was already married. I was married, I have a wife, and at that moment I had 2 children also. I was there well settled, I got good salary, I was having good flats, 2 BHK flat and all, means everything was just smoothly going good. I had no tension at all. So when I decided to start my own coaching, it was the big challenge, because when I'm going to start, my income will just stop. So the same, to start my coaching, I discussed with my wife. Somehow she reacted not positive. She was somehow not happy, because I'm going to design and start my class, how it will be, I'll get success, I'll not get success. She was in tension and all that. The same she discussed with the mother, father, means my father-in-law, my mother-in-law. I discussed with my mother, with my some relatives. Trust me guys, no one gave me the feedback that you should start. Everyone said the same. What nonsense are you thinking about? The decision you are planning is rubbish actually. Because you are well settled, you are working with the bank and having good salary, no tension at all, and now you are thinking to start a class from zero level. So they said to me, no, it's not a good decision. Somehow I was convinced, because I knew my feedbacks from the student when I was teaching there. So whenever you decide what to do now, normally if you are strong in your decision, you are not going to listen to anyone. I said, no, I am going to start, no matters. My relatives kept forcing me. Even I tell you, my father-in-law also, when he knew about me that I am going to resign my job and to start a class, coaching especially for learning how to speak in English, he called me and said, no, what I am listening about that you are resigning and going to start a class. So I don't think it's your good decision, because I am working here. My father-in-law was working, now he is retired already, in civil court of Laharias, right? So he said, I am here working, and my colleagues who are working with me, when they ask me that what does your father-in-law do, I say proudly, my father-in-law said that whenever my colleagues ask me what your son-in-law does, I feel proud to say that my son-in-law is doing a job in ICICI Bank, his MBA and all that. So they used to feel about me, wow, my son-in-law is great and all that. So when you are going to resign, what will I say to them? My father-in-law told to me, if I resign, what will he say to them? Actually, that was the problem. I said somehow to all my relatives, take it easy. I'm not in a government job. I'm just in a private job. And the company knows me, what talent I have, how I have worked. So even if I leave, resign, and I start my class, in case, as you guys are thinking and you people are thinking, I may not get success and all that. So if I don't get success, my way is open already. I can come back, I can join in the same bank with the same positions, or plus other banks, they wanted me to hire. They tried to approach me also. So I had options ready. If I didn't get success, my planning was, I said to them, I'll go back once again and I'll start my class. Then after somehow they were convinced, and I was not to start the class, just take few minutes more time. I was not to start in Darbhanga actually. My planning was to start the class in Mumbai. Since I was there, settled, no problem at all. And to start my class, already I had hired a flat there at Mira Road, and I was to start. Then my wife said to my mother-in-law that he is starting a class in Mumbai only at Mira Road. Then I got a call of my mother-in-law and she requested me a lot that I have only one daughter. She's your wife, you are always there in Mumbai. I hardly get chance to meet my daughter. So if you are going to start a class, better to come back to Bihar, Darbhanga, especially my hometown is Darbhanga only. Then I was somehow convinced. I also felt good with the same decision that I should better go back once again Bihar and start my class in Darbhanga, since I belong to here only. And I remember it was May month 2012 when I resigned finally without confirmation, and directly means I resigned from my post, came back to Darbhanga, and on 2nd July 2012 I started my class. Trust me guys, you won't believe, from the day one I could not even get a chance of single time to see back. I mean to say, I kept developing day by day, and in the last 10 years I have made the history here in Darbhanga. I have the huge number of students whom I have taught, they have learned, and at present they are working in different companies. They are doing their further study, higher study, and they are enjoying their life with the knowledge of English. And from then till now, by the grace of the God, I kept on increasing. So when I got the idea of starting the class in Darbhanga, I was happy, because I have seen when I was a student here, students were facing lots of problems to speak. In Bihar, talent is not less, which I talk about. Students are very meritorious. They have knowledge. They are talented. But somehow what I feel that they are lacking in English language. So I was very happy that I'm going back to my state where I can improve the English of my students, state students. They can develop in their life with the knowledge of English. This is all about my story that I decided, because I was doing great there also in my job. But what I started now, I feel the decision I have taken of resigning and starting my class especially, it's the big and the biggest, the most important decision of my life. Trust me, today I'm so happy. I feel something I had done great in my life that I took the decisions, because teaching is different profession. You get love from the students, love, respect, okay, according to their age. So I feel I'm very special type now, and I'm of course changing the life of many students. They are improving their life. It's a different way. They are doing great in their life with the help of English. That's all about.